What is knowledge? We know that we have some. I know that I'm making this YouTube video. You know that you are watching it. We both know that 2 plus 2 equals 4. But what actually is this stuff that we have? Knowledge. Well, first of all, knowledge is belief. I can't know something if I don't even believe it to be true. Secondly, knowledge is truth. I can't know something that's not true. Now, I admit that at some times in the past, I have thought that I knew something. I've claimed that I knew it. I thought I had good evidence for it, and I believed it. I thought it was true, and then later I found out it was not true. The lesson here is not that you can know something false, but that you can think you know something when you really don't. But probably you already knew that. So knowledge is true belief, but it is also something more. There are these two things in the definition of knowledge, and there must be a third to connect them. It's not good enough for knowledge if your beliefs are true by sheer luck. They ought to be true for the right reasons. Belief ought to be tied down to the truth. And this is what Socrates says in Plato's Meno. He says, belief must be tied down to the truth, and that's the difference between knowledge and mere true belief. Now, what ties belief down to the truth? Well, it has something to do with reason, or evidence, or warrant, or justification. And so many philosophers have thought that the definition of knowledge is justified true belief. Not bad. They get the truth, the belief, and a third thing to connect the two. But unfortunately, this definition doesn't work, or at least it doesn't work by itself. In the 1900s, a philosopher named Edmund Gettier wrote a surprisingly short article in which he revolutionized the study of epistemology and showed that this approach does not work. Gettier showed examples of situations where a person has a true belief which is justified but which is not knowledge, where the belief is true, the belief is believed, and the belief is justified, but that justification does not make the connection. It doesn't link the two. The belief is true by sheer luck. Or we might say the justified belief is true by sheer luck, and the truth and the justification had nothing to do with each other. So maybe I should illustrate. Here's a silly example. Let's say that I have witnessed a crime, and I suspect that the mob is going to kidnap me before I have a chance to testify. And the trial is tomorrow, so they're going to have to kidnap me today. And I've seen them watching me. I know they're coming for me. This is the kind of thing they've done in the past, and so I have very good reason to think that they're going to kidnap me. And so I'm walking from class to my office thinking I'm going to be kidnapped today. And suddenly, what do you know, I'm kidnapped by my friends and family who are taking me to an expensive restaurant because it happens to be my birthday. In case anyone's wondering, this is not a true story. This is entirely fictional. But in this scenario, I have a justified belief, and what do you know, it's true, but it's true by sheer luck. And so Gettier showed that justified true belief is not a sufficient condition for is not a complete definition for knowledge. Something is missing. Some philosophers have responded by trying to drop justification and giving some other account of that third thing that connects knowledge to that connects belief to the truth. Other philosophers have said justified true belief is correct. You just need to add an extra thing. Like, add to the definition that it's not an accident that the justified belief is true. In the future, I hope to have 2 videos on this channel. One of them describing Gettier's article, and another describing Linda Zagzebski's article on the Gettier problem. And I recommend those for any of you who are interested in pursuing this further.